All right, yeah, so I only got 18 minutes here to really give you guys what should be a two-day seminar. So, I'm probably not going to hit everything. I'm probably not going to get into the detail that you may have wanted in your subject or area in mobile media buying, but, ask me questions after this if I don't cover what you want to hear, and we'll take it from there and see what happens. So, what I want you to get out of this really is ideas. And maybe just an understanding of what's in the industry, in the marketplace. Maybe just a show of hands. Who's kind of new to mobile media buying? Oh, good. All right, I like that. All right. So if I say things like CPM that goes over your head, hold on to something tight. So I may not be able to get into every definition if I say things that you don't know, but I'm going to try my best, and we'll take it from there. Well, I'm Mike. I'm Mike Buechele. I run a mobile media buying little company called Adalytical. I've been in this industry going on 15 years in the ad tech world. I started 10,000 years ago working for a company called DoubleClick, one of the first ad servers out there. They're owned by Google now. I've worked either for or with every ad server, every platform, every media buying company, every exchange and programmatic space, and all the new ones that are coming up who are doing video or native is the other big one. So this is fun. I've pretty much done a lot of things in the industry, a lot of things in performance, a lot of things in tech, and it's a lot of fun. So hopefully you can get ideas out of this, ask me questions after, or if I can do questions while we're doing this, that'll be great. So like I said, we got a couple of minutes here. So hoping this is clear, you can see it. I want to give you guys a big overview of the mobile space. This is from a company called Luma. They do Lumascapes. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Oh, by the way, I don't have any links in here, so if you're interested in anything that's here, just Google it. You'll find it right away. These guys do these great graphics of the space in the whatever of the entire industry. This is just the mobile. So they have parts for graphs for display, for video, for consumer products, for so many different aspects of the ad tech industry as a whole. And what I love about these things is they give you just a quick overview of all the companies that are in the space that you're curious about. And I don't think you can see the clarity on this, but there's a lot of these companies that have a little dashed red line around them, and those are companies that were acquired. So companies are buying other companies are springing up in their place. What that's telling me is that there's a ridiculous amount of opportunity in this space. So don't think you're limited by anything. And this is just the North American mobile RTB landscape. Big companies in there, small companies in there, just to give you an idea. All right. So before I get into RTBs and performance and all that and programmatic, I want to talk about ad servers. Now, if you're not familiar with an ad server, all an ad server is it's a server that allows you to put your creatives and everything about the campaign into a server that keeps it there and then delivers it to a web page where a tag is on. That's it in a nutshell. Why are they good? They automate the process, so you can deal with multiple campaigns at the same time. Tracking any place where it is, any clicks that happen to it, campaign management, and creative optimization. So if you have if you're dealing with a campaign that has multiple creatives and you don't know which one's going to work where, you can put them all into the same, they're called line items, in the same part in the ad server, and just rotate them and see which ones are getting clicked, see which ones are getting the most volume. Use these, I like ad servers, for a direct buy. Now, direct buy means you're not using the RTBs, you're not using the exchanges. You're picking up the phone, you got a publisher, and you're saying, hey, I want to buy ads on your site. I want to buy ads through your app and stuff like that. And I know I'm going to start going quickly here, unfortunately. Out of these, ad tech, I like a lot. They're actually owned by AOL. They're a German company. Great customer service. I have not used EPOM, but everyone who does use it tells me how amazing they are. They're a European company. DoubleClick for publishers, I think that's the one everyone should know. The one for small business is free. I forgot up to how many impressions a month. But if you're going to break their impression level, then you shouldn't be in this room. You already know what you're doing. You know? So I'm going to talk. Here's a little screenshot. I don't know how clear that is. Inside DFP, it's web-based, real easy. You know, one of the things that is free. There's no forum. There's no customer service. You don't have a dedicated account manager. It's Google. You know, good luck. There is a forum, and there are a lot of helpful people out there. All right. So the RTB or exchanges, that's real-time bidding. You'll hear the word exchanges. You'll hear the word programmatic. To me, it's kind of interchangeable, and a lot of people feel that way too. There are differences, but these are the big ones. These are the guys who have premium inventory. They have the big publishers here. There's a ridiculous amount of traffic that can come from these places. Benefits: it automates the buying. You know, you have buyers and you have sellers. This is the marketplace that puts the whole thing together and automates it for you. One of the things, because these are the big guys, they're not too affiliate friendly. So if you're new to it and you're going to get on the phone with Media Math and say, hi, yeah, I'm an affiliate, I want to join your program, you know, don't expect a call back. You know, these guys are friendly, and I like these guys. Millennial Media, GoToMobi, Pocket Math is a newer company. I like them a lot, and SiteScout's been around for a while. SiteScout does pretty much display, desktop, and mobile. The other three are mobile exclusive. Millennial actually got into trouble a couple of months ago. They got audited, and there's a lot of bot traffic going on, and that just happened I think it happened before I made this slide. So, you know, always do your due diligence when you're in there. Pocket Math I like a lot. They just changed their platform. It's really nice looking, and it's very user-friendly. So these are the exchanges that they give you mobile web traffic, mobile app traffic, and it's just a bidding exchange, just like the other big guys, but they're much more performance friendly. I think GoToMobi actually might be here. I'm not sure. I know SiteScout and GoToMobi usually come to Summit, so they might be in the expo. I don't know. Here's a little inside look into SiteScout. Again, web-based. I don't know how clear that is. Easy to use. They have a good help section. They do have people who will call you, and you can call them. They'll help you. Can't really make it out here, but you know, it tells you the number of impressions that are on the sites, what the average CPM is, to give you a much better understanding of you know, what's available to you, and you know, you can adjust your margins accordingly. They're all like this, by the way. I mean, Pocket Math is like this. The GoToMobi, they're all web-based interface, and they're pretty easy to use, except, you know, the one they'll say is just that double-click one, just because there's no help. You know, it's if you get stuck, you get stuck. Do a little bit of tracking here. Now, this is post-click tracking. Let's say one of the things I don't know if I mentioned it one of my first things, since I only had 18 minutes here, there are certain aspects which I'm not covering. So I'm not covering app downloads or market research or campaign research or which affiliate company to go with to get your campaigns. You know, that's, like I said, this should be a 2-day seminar. But so you got all that first part done. All right, you got the media buy. Let's say you're using Pocket Math or something like that. You got the first part done. It's on a a mobile-based app. Somebody clicked on the ad. What happens next? This is the post-click tracking. And these are a couple of the companies that I like here. CPV Lab, don't be fooled by the name. It's not just, you know, pay-per-view, you know, cost-per-view stuff. They do mobile in there. iMobiTrax is interesting because I don't know what they're doing nowadays. I actually went out to visit them in Kansas City a couple of months ago for 2 days, and those guys, they know their stuff. I mean, they know this tracking in the mobile space inside now, as far as being an affiliate, being a performance marketer is. They're owned. I think they're still called Revive Media. I'm not sure what they're doing with the iMobiTrax product, but it's pretty awesome. Tracking 202 has been around forever. If you're If you're an affiliate and you just started tracking using search, you probably use Tracking 202. I have not used it for mobile, but people have told me they can use it for mobile and they've liked it. The one I really like, and they just also happen to be a sponsor for Affiliate Summit here, is Volume. They're a European-based company. When I ran into those guys, I think about a year ago, I was using their product in beta. Questions I asked for every software, every tracking company that I see in the expo here or wherever. How long have you been around? How are you funded? And how many engineers do you have? I get answered those 3 questions, I know you're doing good. And they hit on all the marks. Volume I really liked. I think at the time I spoke to them, more than half the company are engineers. They had a big product roadmap, mobile exclusive, and I think I got a little picture here. The data is blurry because they blurred it themselves, but this is a little inside of Volume. What I like about this is there is data, and more data. It's the amount of information you get from that click is amazing, and we can get into this here. They have device and let me get this here. I got the whole list. I wrote it down. I can't do the whole thing here. Devices, what kind of device the click came from. Is it mobile web or is it an app? Is it over Wi-Fi or are they using their data plan? Who's the carrier? What brand? What's the operating system? Screen size. You don't think about screen size, but that becomes important when you realize, what's the size of your creative based upon the screen that's being viewed on. That's big. And from this data, you can figure out, and a lot of the reasons I'll say this, say you're using something like Pocket Math before and you bought Android data, but you're seeing in your tracking that you're getting some, Apple data, some iOS data is coming in. That happens across the industry. There's always, they say there's what's the word I'm looking for? They allow like a 10 to 15% discrepancy that nobody talks about, but it's there. It happens. So rather than just lose the click, what these tracking systems do is they allow you to reroute it to another offer. So here you got this big Android offer. Suddenly here's this iOS offer. It allows you to, the rules you set up will send it to another offer that'll be good for. But also at the same time show your reports back to the tracking company and say, hey, pay me for this. See if it happens. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So, never let a click go unmonetized, and this is one of the great ways of doing that. And this is a quick screenshot of a CPV lab. It's like the same thing. They're capturing all this data, and this is all just from the click. All right. Now, landing page optimization. After you got the media buy done, you got all the tools that you use for tracking. You understand what's going on. You send it to a landing page. I'm not a landing page expert. I'll outsource that any day of the week. So 2 companies that I like, Unbounce and Optimizely. You can split test everything and anything in their software products. It's drag and drop, so you don't need any design skills, but it's nice if you know something. It automates the entire split testing process. It's integrated with other widgets like your mail or analytics, all into one spot. You can make 20 or 30 different landing pages, automatically adjusts and waits for where the clicks go, like after where's the conversion happening. That's the winning landing page. So it completely automates it for you. So I'm not a design expert at all, so I'll outsource this any day, that part. What I got, 4.5 minutes left. I mean, Jesus. Bonus ideas, things that I like in companies in the industry. Agillion I like. They're a company from Israel. They put the whole thing together. They have a mobile ad server, they have an ad exchange, they have a DSP, which is a demand side platform, and they have click tracking. All in one thing. One product. The benefits of that is you don't get a lot of discrepancies. It's all one product, all right? Because if you're using a lot of different companies, if you're partnering with other companies, let's say you partner with one of the RTBs, but you build your own tracking, you're going to have different numbers. Every time you use a different partner or different software, there's going to be different numbers. It's just, that's just the way it is. So a benefit to this is it's all one click. It's all the same thing. pros and cons to it is that it's all one thing. You know, you got to trust their numbers. You know, you might want to do something else. But I like these guys. So, and I got to say, if I didn't build a lot of my own, I'd probably be using them. DAF Labs, a little transparency here. The CEO, James Thompson, is a good buddy of mine. What these guys do is they are your outsource tech company. They, about a year ago, around this time, he had 3 employees. He's just about to hire his 14th. If you have, you know the area, you know the space, you're not technically inclined, or you need more technical people, give DAF Labs a call. They're located in Vermont and in Brooklyn. Whoops. Hi there. These guys are great. They do a lot of work for me, and like I just said, I'm good friends with the guys, so, you know, get to know them. I don't know if anybody uses these proxies, Charles or Firebug. I think everybody who's ever, did any kind of development work knows what Firebug is. Charles is, what they do is they track every pixel that's firing off a page. That's what I love about this thing. I love Charles a lot. Wow, I guess you can isolate that. I love Charles a lot. Okay. What it does, it just, everything that's firing on the page, every pixel, every ad tag, every analytic tag is being shown here, and it shows you what the call and the response is. So you'll see exactly what's getting called and what's coming back to it. It's just a great way to see what's going on a page and say, hey, I'd like to do something like that, or how are these guys doing this? Put it in here, you can figure it out. All right, putting it all together, things in here that I didn't get to because I only got like a minute and a half here. How you do media buy from A to Z, you do your research, which I didn't get into. You talk to your ad net offer, which I didn't get into. I expect you to know these things. Media buy, if you're going direct, you're using an ad server. You're calling up your favorite publisher and say, I want to buy ad space, on your site. Or if you want to get a premium publisher and you want it automated and you want a lot of volume, you go to use one of the RTBs, exchanges, programmatic, it's all the same word, one of the ones I said before. Creative optimization happening within the ad server. You're weighing different creatives and seeing which one gets clicked on the most. Tracking pixels, you're using volume or CPV lab or something like that. You're getting all that data, figuring out what that data is doing, reroute it to optimize your traffic, setting it to a different offer if you can, and that's pretty much how you go into the offer funnel and get conversions from there. So that's really it. Wow, I'm coming up on 18 minutes already. Shoot. Mike Buechele, you can get me at Mike at Adalytical. If you have any questions, I don't know if you want to stick around. I'll answer anything you can because I know just how incredibly high level and quick that was. Because like I said, there is a lot going on, and we could just spend a day just going over RTBs alone. So I'll take questions now. We got 20 seconds or whatever. So they did say to use the mic if you want to ask a question. Or you can just come up in here and tell me how horrible this was. I mean, that's your call. No? Yeah. I'll repeat the question since anybody see it. A good research tool to learn more about this? A book. Oh, that's funny because I'm in a private programmatic group where a bunch of us just get together. We've been doing this for a while. And somebody asked that question. I was like, is there a book on any of this? And the answer is no. Not that I know of. I mean, I just got lucky or cursed just getting into the industry so long ago. What I would suggest is look for forums, and just try to learn about it. Go speak to, I know some of these guys are here at the expo. Talk to them. I don't know if Site Scout's usually here. I don't know. I haven't been to the expo or the meat market or anything yet, so I don't even know who's here. Talk to them. That's really it. There's no book. All right. Anything else? All right. Well, I hope it just at the very least, I hope you got ideas from this, and just to see that, there's a lot going on. There's lots of companies who are doing this already, who are doing it well. There's consolidation is coming. There's plenty of opportunities to use mobile media buying for performance marketing. I use it for performance marketing and for CPM deals. So get involved because it's as I showed one of the screenshots from before. It's a lot going on, and it's not slowing down. All right. Well, thank you guys. Hope you learned something.